What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode 2 of our Madden 25 franchise mode with the Minnesota Vikings. And in episode 1, we met the team, we went through training camp, we went through preseason, and the finale of that intro episode was our week 1 matchup against the New York Giants. And when you were looking at the overall schedule for the Minnesota Vikings, you know, the quarterback situation certainly stings, and it's going to affect us in maybe games that might have been a toss-up if we had a healthy first-round pick, JJ McCarthy, out there at quarterback. But even with Sam Darnold, looking at the schedule, week 1 against the New York Giants, it had to be a must-win, and we're able to bring it home 31-21. It wasn't a prolific game from Sam Darnold, but it was a clean game, and that's really all you need from him. As long as he's not costing us, as long as when the time is right, he can find Justin Jefferson, and obviously as we get more comfortable in the offense, Jordan Addison and TJ Hawkinson, we're going to at least stay in a lot of football games. We have a motivated Aaron Jones who is thrown to the end of the curb like a piece of garbage from the Green Bay Packers. He decides, you know what, I'm going to go right back in the division, and I'm going to go to a team that's going to put me in a great position to eat. And maybe it won't be sustainable for him to have 31 carries a game, especially with his injury history. But we might be able to mitigate and get some insurance to that backfield here in just a second. I know the state of defense in Madden right now is not particularly great, but I thought our defense answered the call against probably the worst offense in the league. We took advantage. Ivan Pace Jr. at linebacker, 9 tackles, a TFL and a sack. Metellus on a corner blitz got after it. Former first-round bust trying to make another opportunity here in Minnesota, which is a theme for a couple players in Jerry Tillery. He got after it. John Grenard in his first game coming over from the Houston Texans in free agency got after it. But the big story for me defensively was rookie Dallas Turner, who in the last episode through training camp, we earned a superstar dev, which was insane. But then his first matchup is against a very good offensive tackle in Andrew Thomas on the New York Giants, arguably their best player. And he was beating him like a drum all game long. So very promising start from the first round pick. Looking at our schedule and trying to decide also how I want to present this series, I think it's going to be a fluid presentation where every week it could be something a little bit different. Like we're here episode 2, and I think episode 2, we still have some housekeeping we need to do. We didn't talk about our scouts or the regions or the players that are in this upcoming draft class. We have some business that we need to handle on the trade block. And we have a gigantic matchup against arguably a team that's in the discussion for the best team in the NFC, with a defense that we want to try to put out there and expose Brock Purdy for the fraud that he is. So I think that's what we're going to do here in today's episode. But then the next episode, episode 3, you know, it's looking pretty good. Getting right to that bye week. Playing the Houston Texans, who's one of the best teams in the AFC. Rivalry matchup at Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, all that leading into a bye week. So some weeks, if there's housekeeping, we might only get one game. Other weeks where there's not a whole lot of stuff we have to do on the side, we might just get gameplay after gameplay after gameplay. I think that's going to have this series rolling at a very good pace. So let's take a look now. After we have our victory, we can do a little bit of housekeeping. Let's look at the 2025 draft class. I feel real good about my scouting staff. We have been able to min-max each and every single region, as we have in the national region, Tranquil, corner and wide receiver. Corner and wide receiver are the strength. In the West, we got Salvador Ortega, D-line. We got the D-line in the strength. Central, D-ends and running backs. Oh, we got D-ends and we got running backs. In the Northeast, couldn't get a complete roll. And we're kind of scouting the linebackers here for Adkins, which is not a particular strength, but we are going to double up on the defensive backs. And that was kind of the lesser of two evils. We just really want to have that one-star corner. And then in the Southeast, we're going to focus on offensive tackle here, the right tackle, just because we definitely don't need wide receiver. You'll see in a second why. Defensive end, yeah, maybe. But I think offensive line, you get tackles. Tackles can play guards, and guards are what we need. And unfortunately, guard is not really, almost all the weaknesses are interior linemen. Right and left guard in the West, left guard in the Central, center at the Northeast, left guard at the Southeast. So I think our best shot at improving the interior of offensive line, which is arguably the biggest need that we have outside of maybe the question mark at quarterback, even with JJ McCarthy, is going to be facilitated by us getting maybe smaller tackles and kicking them inside at guard. Very quickly, kind of looking at the draft class, because there's not a lot we can digest here yet without any scouting, but you can get an idea of like the strength and weaknesses of a class, and it is a great year to not need a quarterback. And we can almost view JJ McCarthy as the top quarterback in this year's draft class because he's essentially going to be a rookie next year. Now, running back could be a position of need. We'll get to the trade block in just 1 second, but we do only have Aaron Jones on a 1-year deal, and my plan is for a 29-year-old running back, as shown by week 1, where he had 31 carries. We're going to run him into the absolute ground. Apologies, but it is what it is. Running back is a cruel business, but running back will be a position that it will definitely be a bonus if we can have some nice scouting done and maybe find one of those nice mid-round power backs. Wide receiver 3 could be an interesting position, but again, we'll get to the trade block here. I got an idea. Tight end, we're good at that spot. No Marcus House is needed or required right now. Offensive line, this is where, again, we're going to start getting our information here, but the idea is to kick these guys on the inside. Brian O'Neill and Christian Darrisaw, our left and right tackle, are not going anywhere. They're under contract, but our inside is not particularly good. So we're going to have to find out which one of these guys. Ideally, you'll go with the stronger guys, the guys that bring a lot of power and some versatility. I'm kind of thinking like a Mekhi Becton situation, where Becton's just a gigantic tackle, went to Philadelphia, moved him to guard, and he's been able to almost seamlessly transition into that spot. But we got some depth here at left guard, even though it's not a strength of the class. Having, 4 guys, 5 draftable players, and they're all, day 2 at worst, is certainly interesting. A lot of depth at center. Sometimes you'll get draft classes where there's only 1 or 2 draftable centers. And for us, Garrett Bradbury is definitely not necessarily a long-term option. Got a first-round guard here out of Alabama, Maurice Kemp. He will be someone that we'll keep an eye on. But again, I think our best path could potentially be getting a tackle and moving them inside. So offensively, interior lineman is probably going to be our top priority in the draft. Not a sexy position, not going to be making a thumbnail if I can land an absolute stud there, unless they're maybe like a superstar to have. But when we flip to the defense, that's where our team tends to open up in terms of exciting picks if we're looking at the 2025 draft. Our front 3, both our defensive ends and our nose tackle, could be replaced. We have Carl Reed here at 6'5", 276. I don't think we're going to, he's probably going to be top 10 pick. I don't have any idea where we're going to be finished. I don't have a vibe. I think our team can make the playoffs. I think our team could also win 5 games. It's all about how far Sam Darnold's going to take us. But Carl Reed, 6'5", 276, could potentially be a scheme fit. But I'm going to be looking here at Kamani Nelson, 6'4", 292 out of Auburn. Gotta want to scout him out just off of profile alone. He could be what we're missing. On the other side, 2 top 5 picks here in Nick Bruce and Vega. Not really scheme fits, even though Nick Bruce at 6'6", rounded up to 270. That could be interesting. A tweener that can get the job done. Lorenzo Singh at a Clemson would be a scheme fit. DeAndre Flowers at a Clemson would also be a scheme fit. 6'3", 311. But big time drop off. Not a lot of depth at either one of these defensive end positions to find that gem. But that's the benefit of being on a 3-4. A lot of times you can just find some D tackles that can kick outside, athletic D tackles to play that defensive end spot. George Colon out of Oregon State, 6'1", 310, could very well be a DN. Austin Drake. We got Bingham. We got our nose tackle role, which is always going to be interesting. James Wheeler here out of Alabama, 6'2", 334. Yes, sir. Sign me up. But that is, there we go. Zach Street later on out of Wisconsin, 6'2", 336. So you always love that because now we got 2 different levels here. If we want and we're impressed by what we see in Wheeler, we're probably going to have to pull the trigger on him in the 2nd round, early 3rd round, depending on where we're picked. But it's not all or nothing. If we whiff on that or we wait too long and he gets snagged, we can always pivot and grab Street here as a late round nose tackle. For the linebacker core, I feel pretty good about a linebacker. About our edge rushers, I think clearly we have an absolute superstar on our hands in Dallas Turner. And I think John Grenard got a big enough contract. We don't need to worry about it. I'm going to use my Florida Gator bias too. We're going to try to develop him. Inside, I also think we're in a decent spot. Especially led by Ivan Pace, and we just paid Blake Cashman. So I don't think we're going to be in a situation where I'm going to, rush and draft a linebacker. But, maybe more so in the inside because Cashman is 28, going to be 29, so he's pretty much at his ceiling. If we can get an athletic off-ball linebacker, and we will definitely just be probably solely drafting on athletic attributes and trying to develop into the next Owen Popo, we will take that, but it's not a big position of need. I think the same could be said in the secondary with the safety room. I really think we have a solid safety room. Cam Bynum, we're 3 deep at strong safety under the assumption that come this draft, Harrison Smith ideally would have retired, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 potential 1st round free safeties and all 6 of them are projected, at least is very early, as top 50 picks. So the depth of the draft, surprisingly, is at safety. Wow. Okay. I think for us in the secondary and kind of rounding out the defense, corner is certainly a position of need. We have Stephon Gilmore on a 1-year rental. Byron Murphy, yeah, he's probably the guy that you would circle as the long-term play there. And even then, he's 25, 26, got himself a contract. But I definitely think corner is an area that we're going to be diligent on recruiting. We have Antoine Harvin. Hopefully something like Percy, related to Percy out of Michigan. We get a couple of legit first-rounders. But corners, you can't even really get excited until you start seeing the combine and the letter grades. But if it's anything like last year's Madden, corners are readily available. Like, I'm gonna look at something like this, like Bracken, 6'3", 185. If he has something like 4.3 speed, sign me up. That is what we're gonna be looking for. We'll be trying to model our secondary after the Legion of Boom. We want, look at this, there we got Coleman at 6'3", Metlock at 6'3", 6'2" for Poole, 6'3" for Green. There's going to be some good options there as well. But overall, for the class, offensively, guard and center, defensively, front 3, and cornerbacks. The last piece of housekeeping is the trade block. We talked about some potential trade targets at the beginning of preseason. We simmed to the end of preseason, and 2 of our really desirable trade targets, they're gone. You know, so we had to pivot here a little bit. And I have cooked up a potential trade. The Houston Texans have a lot of depth. Dameon Pierce might, like, the roster cuts haven't even come in, but it does seem like Dameon Pierce is very much on the outskirts for the Houston Texans. Might be RB3 as it stands right now. And I still think there's some talent there. 24 has 2 years left on his rookie contract. 80 star dev would give us a little bit more of an insurance, because if Aaron Jones is one and done as we project, Dameon Pierce could very easily start and be our running back next year on that rookie contract as we decide whether or not he's going to be the guy. And he's kind of anti the way we target running backs, because even though there is Florida Gator bias, not particularly fast. I think you can make an argument too for an 80 overall plus player. Probably one of the slower options in the league, but that 90 trucking and that 91 break tackle make him a great complementary option to Aaron Jones. He gives us the AJ Dillon to the Aaron Jones that we'd have in our back. We don't have great power in our backfield right now. And this is just a little bit of, Gator bias. And we have another player that IRL right now is regarded as one of the top potential trade targets from the Texans. And that is John Metchie, who is wide receiver like 5 or 6 on the Houston Texans. He's Canadian, so that kind of plays into it. But I think we need wide receiver 3 help. And I think I look at John Metchie, still on a rookie contract, 74. Nothing outrageous, but I mean, this was a guy, there was a point in time that he was regarded as a bona fide first-round pick at wide receiver from Alabama. Then he got hurt. Then he got cancer, beat at cancer's ass, and now he's back. And I think he needs an opportunity. That is all he's missing. So the Texans need an outside linebacker. Van Ginkel is, unfortunately, I don't love the idea of trading away a guy that we just brought in free agency. But Van Ginkel is like a tweener hybrid linebacker that is our 3rd pass rusher. He is 3rd on the depth chart. He's not playing over John Gurnard. He's not playing over Dallas Turner. I kind of have him playing like a little bit of off-ball linebacker. It's just not a great fit. And the fact that that is kind of what the Texans are looking for, there is clearly value there. He fits within the idea that the Texans are in a win-now mode. That is very much a win-now mode, and a big-time addition to the linebacking core for 2 players that are fringe players. I think to get this one also over the line, I could probably get it just for Van Ginkel, but I think we should also throw in, because we don't have 3rd or 4th round picks, I think throwing in a 5th, I mean, that's probably, you know what I'm saying? Van Ginkel himself probably would be fair value for Dameon Pierce, who's RB3, and John Metchie, who's, our wide receiver 5. Throw in that 5th round pick. I think it kind of brings that trade all the way home, and I'm happy to bring 2 of my favorite guys in the league. Also going to bring in a little bit of reinforcement on that front. We have Taven Bryan out of Florida, former 1st round pick. I feel like he might give us a little juice at one of those defensive end spots. And with our 4 remaining practice squad slots, I'm going to get another Canadian in Nathan Rourke, who stole the show last year in the preseason for the Jags. We're also going to grab DeMarvin Leal. I believe he was on the Steelers, but when he was coming at A&M, at least for that final year before he declared, he was considered as a potential 1st round pick. So another opportunity to start his career over. Well, stooping free agency, how? I have to. Troy Anderson, 91 speed, 93 acceleration, has had some standout moments on this channel. The only way this could be topped if Keith Taylor was available. Just got 35 staff points after that victory, and I think right now the priority is work our way down, and probably after another win we'll be able to get one more, but you just got to get down to after school tutoring and then spend 90 points so you can get max six extra players getting XP every single week during training. So rolling into week number 2, we got an upgrade from the trade, and it's already a great morale boost as Dameon Pierce comes with a skill point. We're just gonna pump that right into power back. Could be more advantageous to try and see if we could go with, you know, elusive and or receiving, just to see if there's a slight chance that we can get a roll to his speed, acceleration, and or agility, which are the areas of concern. But he is gonna come right in, and he's gonna be our starting power back. We're gonna have a great 1-2 punch with him and Aaron Jones that I'm excited to take some of the pressure off Sam Darnold when we're not trying to force feed Justin Jefferson. This week we have the San Francisco 49ers, who in prime time put up quite a show against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets, 28-20. Brock Purdy was lethal. 260 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. 84% completion percentage. Tell you right now, we are taking away the checkdowns. Running the football, they obviously got CMC and Juszczyk in that backfield. Brandon Ayuk has yet to be traded. I assume they haven't resolved that contract. But look, Ayuk with a touchdown. Debo with a touchdown, Kittle with a touchdown. So all these top guys are getting force fed, and you also have to put respect on Ricky Pearsall, their first round pick out of Florida. Defensively, they got Fred Warner doing what he does best, and that's picking off the football across the middle of the field, which I am very concerned about. Didn't have great success rushing the passer. Nick Bosa was kind of held in check. Got a tall ask this week for our O-line. We're going to set up our strategy as such. For Brock Purdy, we are taking away the short pass, not letting him nickel and dime us. Offensively, well, we do need to be worried about the blitz. We do need to worry about the front seven, the very talented front seven. But I honestly am thinking for our team, I'm going to work on throwing it medium. I just want as many buffs as we possibly can. I don't know if it should be short or medium. I just need to give our guys the best chance possible. That's not Justin Jefferson, because Justin Jefferson doesn't need any help. But I already know we're going to get the ball out quickly. It's got to be quick, short throws. Let's go throw it short, because we need to go into this matchup, and we'll set our goals here. Make them reasonable. Force 3 turnovers. See, that is very unreasonable. It's always worth doing this. Something I sometimes will forget to go in and modify them, but like these stat points are very hard to come by. And like there's zero chance we're forcing 3 turnovers here today. So instead of getting 0, we can give something that gives us the best potential chance here. And I actually kind of like the idea of allowing 2 or less passing touchdowns. I think if they score, it might be through the ground, running it, like getting into the red zone and running with CMC. So we'll go there. We will go offensively. I'd like to get, 250. I mean, this is going to be a very tough game. There's no other way to put it in, and maybe we can throw in no sacks allowed. We practice healthy on both sides of the football. All right, they got a lot of weapons, but you know what? Knows their offense. Sam Darnold was there last year. Give our defense insider tips on how to stop this overrated offense. Sam Darnold did. So when we upset the 49ers, when we shock the world, we got to give some extra credit to Sam Darnold, help us with the game plan. Life gets easy for Dallas Turner. Last week, let's go. Taven Bryan off the street makes a TFL. But last week, Dallas Turner went up against Andrew Thomas in his first game and was outstanding. This week, when we get a shot, it's going to be against Trent Williams, the highest rated, highly regarded left tackle, probably in the NFL. Just stop the checkdowns. They got nothing if they don't got checkdowns. Pour one out. 3rd and 14 off the Taven Bryan TFL. We got John Grenard. We win. No! We did everything right! Brutal. Come on, fellas. We know he's only throwing it like 5 air yards every time. We gotta tackle. Look at this. That goes. That was a good throw. Gotta give credit where credit is due. We had him off the field. 3rd and long. Brutal. Unacceptable. You can't. Margins are so thin against the Niners. Wait, what was that? Injury? I didn't even get the injury pop up. What? There's no way. Upper arm fracture. Off ball. There's no fucking way. There's no way. Oh my God, dudes. Can I pick a new franchise? This is cursed. This is a cursed team. Arm fracture. That's like a broken arm. He broke his arm on a run play. No, we're going for it. You give me that role, it's all or nothing. This is going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. We got John Metchie. Thank God we made that trade. This is unbelievable. Justin Jefferson in game 2, first home game of the year, breaks his arm. Wasn't even like doing like a ridiculous Odell type catch either. There's no way. Oh my God. Give him the JJ Watt like robo arm. Luckily, John Metchie hungry and ready to prove that he could be a dominant NFL player. We're just going to keep going Metchie. Oh my God, what a play. He is winning on that route. We need Jordan Addison. We're going to have to rely a lot more on TJ Hawkinson. The only good news is we still have weapons. But Justin, come on. It's unbelievable. 3rd and 10, they might call my bluff. If we don't get any yards here, I might just take the points. We're moving the ball well. So it's... Oh, that foot's out of bounds, so... Should be able to have a good shot here at kicking the extra points. I think much like last week where we had a bogus interception. Oh, I can't even check. Okay, cool. Just to give the game its due. You know, that's in bounds. Good pick. Jair Brown. Man, Brock Purdy's good at those. 3rd and 8. I'm on pace. Oh, we got Kittle. He got Kittle. Run with him. Bring him down. Let's go, Harrison Phillips. High effort play. Defense bails out the offense after the turnover. We get the ball back. It's a little slow to get up there. Even in the playing field? Oh, they're going for the... What is that? 50, almost 60? No way. Oh, that's good blocking, though. Second level for Aaron Jones. Metchie. What a grab. Oh, my God. We're going to have another chance here for Metchie. Please give me the chance, O-line, to throw this off, because this should work. John Metchie, first game as a Viking. Touchdown 1. 3rd and 1, we're going to dial up a little bit of blitz here. I think they're going to try to get this with CMC. Let's crowd the gaps. Ivan Pace. Yes, baby. That's what I want to see. Timeout. Use our time right now on this side of the 2-minute warning. Get the ball back. We got all the momentum. Oh, we're going to go all Canada here. Another play action. Let's see if they forget about N'Keal Harry. Oh, to the Emperor! I need to... Is the Canadian anthem royalty free? All right, 2nd and 5 here. I like Hawkinson at the sticks. Let's just keep the drive going. Make sure this is final possession. I'll even take the field goal. We can go and tied. Oh, look, we got a little bit of a pick in the middle. That has got to be turned around and past the sticks. Not a great throw by Darnold. We got stick here. Slant at the top for Addison. We'll do it ourselves with Darnold. Protected the football. No turn. We just can't have turnovers. We are in a position to go into halftime tied against the Niners in a game where Justin Jefferson broke his arm on the first play. No bullshit. Oh, why are my guys turning around? Literally doing like everything but falling backwards. What a grab. Punch this shit in. Oh, come on, just fall forward. Someone fall forward. All right, you get one more chance here. If you don't get it, I'm bringing in Dameon Pierce. There we go. Locked up while Aaron Jones and the Niners are rattled. Look at that first half for John Metchie. Boom, quick. Safe grab, gets popped. That is the toughest tight end in the NFL. That's got to give us a chance here. 3rd and 2. Gonna run right at the belly of the beast at Bosa. Need 2 yards. We got the lead. Let's play defense. They've been playing well. There we go. Bring him down. Good tackle. Especially because we botched that from John Grenard, rush of the passer. But another 3rd and well behind the sticks for the 49ers here, who have not played well. Screen passing it to Ivan Pace. Heat-seeking missile number 0 from UDFA. The superstar potential, in brackets. Not many linebackers in the league can get ahead of 2 pulling blockers and tackle CMC in open space. Let's go here, Jones. Oh, what is late hold behind the play? Unreal. Who's that? Who got that? Jefferson. Come on, man. Hit it again. Hit it again. Ooh, what's this play? Haas juke. Looks like a creative way to get John Metchie the football, I'll tell you that. There we go. Roll, catch and roll. He is feasting. Double slant stick. Calling what the coach is giving us. Powell, Addison. Aaron Jones, deep shot potentially. We're going to float this into Powell. Gives us a chance on 3rd down. Last time we tried running it on 3rd and short, it did not work out. This box is significantly lighter on the left side. Let's go. This is body bag game, I guess. 3rd and 4. Hate the slants call. Absolutely hate it. But Metchie's been getting open. Oh, Canada. That's not a pick. How are you? tell you what, though, game plan to take away the short pass and the checkdowns on Brock Purdy, we have executed outstandingly. There we go. Make them, hey, make them earn it. Oh, there we go. They're getting creative now. They know Brock can't throw it, so they're going to do screens and exotic plays like that. There we go. Good tackle there. Harrison Smith. There's going to be a hold. What? Okay. Hey, if he's going to think he can get cute and run it, just keep smashing him. That's why you build up a lead. Easy. That was an easy drive for them. Or use that to open up TJ Hawkinson. 3rd and 3. I got to get my auto subs here in a great spot. I don't want Aaron Jones ever to be sucking wind out there. We got Dameon Pierce for a reason. 3rd and 3. That gets blocked out. All right, I think we're seeing why there was such a big crease there. Holding. It's coming back. 3rd and 11. We are in potential field goal range for the rookie kicker. So nothing too stupid, but you can always try to be a little aggressive. Or that probably takes us out of range. I mean, we're at home. We're in the dome. 54-yarder, huh? Not gonna lie, I kind of like my chances. Oh! Have enough power. 3rd and 3. We are in field goal range from what the Niners have shown here today. Let's make him attempt. Oh, let's go. How? Bring him down. I hate. What's that? Unbelievable. That is losing football to the 9th degree. God, of course. Yep. Let me just get out here. What are we... Tackling Superman, tackling the air. Turn your head around. Finally, we get home. Cashman, linebacker blitz. But honestly, I don't want to say too little, too late. It's too many mistakes defensively. Too many times we did all the hard work, and then we let them off the chain. Got a minute to go win it. Oh, Addison. Get out of bounds. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I don't know. The backup tight end. Oh! That was the key. Where's the Keel Harry at? I mean, Addison was drafted in the 1st round. Can he win like a 1st-round wide receiver on the outside here? That's a hell of a grab. We got one play. John Metchie's been our guy. What route? Of course, yeah, not even Metchie. I'm going to cheese this slightly because let's give Metchie a chance. That was too long. We had Hawkinson wide open, but can't expect the O-line to hold up that long against the Niners. I feel like we were the better team. I feel like for the level and the discrepancy of the players that were on that field, especially down that stretch, they should have blown us out the water. Losing Josh Jefferson, that completely derailed our game plan. But we found that John Metchie is going to be a guy. Our defense can do the hard work until it's time for the We did all the hard things right, and then it was time to get the payoff from our hard work on the earlier downs. It let us down. Third down, time and time again in this matchup. And it stings, man. And I mean, look, we had the interception in the red zone, missed field goal, missed extra point. Like, just, there's no such thing as a quality loss. But I feel like, given the circumstances, you got to be pretty happy with the team. Sam Darnold, almost 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, the ridiculous interception by Jair Brown. Ran the football well. Aaron Jones, 84 yards and a touchdown. John Metchie, fresh off the plane from Houston, 9 catches, 115 yards, 2 touchdowns. Addison made a great grab down the stretch. Obviously, we get the shot play to N'Keal Harry. But all eyes need to go on the injury report for Justin Jefferson. 2 TFLs for Pace, Brian, Harrison Phillips, Bynum, Blake Cashman gets a sack. Really happy with the effort. I don't want to click this. I have no idea. This could be 4 weeks, 6 weeks, IR, 8 weeks, whole season. Broken arm for a wide receiver seems quite substantial. Let's do it. What do we got? 4 weeks. Sucks. Definitely sucks. But what a beast, man, to be back in that amount of time. So we battled as much as we could battle. Had a breakout performance from Metchie. All in a matchup where Justin Jefferson is going to be out for a month. The broken arm. Feel like we're still in a good spot. Yeah, we got the Texans up next. That's going to be tough. But I think we're battling. We are battling. We are making the best of the situation with the quarterback and everything that seemed to be against us offensively. I think we tighten up the defense a little bit, especially 3rd and long. We're going to be a problem. We are definitely a team that if we could put it even 75% all together, we're going to be competing for a playoff spot here in the NFC. So thank you very much for watching today's episode of our Madden 25 Minnesota Vikings franchise mode. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button as we're inching ever closer to the goal on here in the channel for 175,000 subscribers. We're here in year 10 on YouTube. It'll be pretty cool to hit that milestone. Hey, my birthday's coming up on the 31st. That'd be kind of cool. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that like button to let me feel good about my content and for the YouTube robots to promote my content in recommended feeds. Leave a comment in the comment section below about, do we need to make another trade? You know, are we worried about Jefferson? Are we good? We happy with adding Dameon Pierce and John Metchie? Let me know in the comment section below. We'll be back tomorrow, I think, with a new college football rebuild. Right now, it's a balancing act of what gets uploaded when. Like right now, you got to get into a rhythm. But my plan is today, Monday, Vikings. Tuesday/Wednesday, because their 10-year rebuilds take forever to record. I'm going to do a Georgia Tech rebuild, coming off their huge upset win in Dublin for week 0 of college football in Florida State. I'm doing a Madden rebuild. It's going to be the Saints with Spencer Rattler, because he has been, I think, in my opinion, the standout of the rookie quarterbacks in the preseason. We're going to have another episode of the Vikings franchise and another episode of our college football offensive coordinator dynasty with Western Kentucky. All that will be uploaded this week, so stay tuned. Until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out, love you. Have a good one.